mean by that? They will need to see something. They will need to see proof. They will need to see something they can touch, and it will explode. If there's nothing in your hand, you will be one of those calls they miss. Did you hear what I said? You'll be one of those calls they miss. So when opportunities like this come, trust me, like he said, if it is money we are looking for, we know the cities we do our seminar in this Nigeria. There are 3, sir. 3 cities. Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja. Finish. We'll go there, we'll harvest the money and come back, if that is what we are looking for. If we are coming here for an event, it has to be for impact. I came from here, and I understand. Now, when I met our CEO here, I came as a web developer. He had a project he wanted to do. And he said, can you? I said, yes, sir, I can do it. I sent him a message. The day I sent him that message, he didn't know that I was broke to stupor. A couple of things had happened. I had lost some money. I didn't have much. That was 2021 December. And I sent him that message very late in the night. I said, sir, that website you needed, we now have the softwares and the systems to do it. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. Can you see me tomorrow? I said, yes, sir. Come to my office in Gwarimpa. So I went to his office. I borrowed the 1,000 naira I took to his office. But would you call me, as of that time I didn't have money and I was borrowing, will you call me a poor man? I'm not poor, I had skills. And skills can turn your life on its head if it is the right skill and you meet the right person. And that was what happened for me. When I met him, I came in that day, he didn't know I borrowed because I took my best clothes and I wore it. And I dressed like money. You have to look like where you are going to. And I met him. And when I met him, he saw me, wow, looking good. How you do? I said, sir. In my mind, I was like, if you know, saying I borrow this 1K. We finished talking. He showed me what he wanted to do. I said, sir, we can do this thing. Said, really? Said, yes. How much will it cost? I called the money for him. Because when I was there, I saw people, they were coming with phone. They were trading forex with robots. And they'll say, boss, they have made money. I said, these people, they print money here. So I gave him a bill. He said, no problem. We just want quality. That's how rich men talk. Before you say Jack, he sent me the money. Omo, I came to ZARIA as a big boy. But in 6 weeks, true to that word, I delivered the website to him. Prior to meeting me, he had given that job to other people. And some of them ran away with the money because they thought money was his problem. Some of them disappointed. That nonsense they did was my own opportunity. When I came in and I delivered, that estate he was talking about, he brought me out one day and said, let's stroll. I was strolling with him. He said, Emmanuel, you came as a web designer. You have to decide to live as a forex trader. I looked at him because I had tried to do forex 2 years back and I lost money like this. And I started hearing a voice that told me, my son, don't trade again. So I told the voice, yes, Lord, I will not trade again. So when I met him, I said, sir, it's not like I don't like this forex you people are doing, but I've done it before. In fact, I lost money till I started hearing a voice that told me, my son, don't trade. He laughed at me and said, that was not the voice of God. That was the voice of failure. That was the day I knew failure has a voice. Some of you have heard that voice. Don't worry. This seminar is so that you will stop hearing it. When he told me that thing, he said, okay, I will teach you. And when I teach you, if you trade and you are making money, if that was the voice you had, the voice will come again. When they taught me the right thing, and I took my first trade, I made money. Took the second one, made money. Took the third one, made money. He didn't tell me anything, he just left me. After 2 weeks, he came to me and said, Ima, what of that voice? I said, which voice? We will trade forex forever. We will finish, our children will trade. And in 3 months after they mentored me, I saw an opportunity in trading automation. He was the first person I saw that had that result. And I began to learn automation. I didn't have anybody to teach me. I attended the University of YouTube again. And I learned how to build forex robots. Today, after I learned that skill in 2021, from 2022 January, we began promotions and pushing out software and doing all those things. Every day, he will tell you, because we were together throughout 2022. I was making a minimum of 100,000 naira per day from my room through Facebook ads. I mean, if I wake up in the morning before night, minimum 100K don't enter account. By the end of the year, I have done over $100,000. Money I have never seen in my life. The next year, we launched another software and ran it. We were hitting 200 and something to $300,000. The day I was going to pick my car, I just went there. I was going to buy a Toyota before, but when I reached, I saw a Lexus. I said, that's my car. How much? Tear leather. I carry and they go out. By the grace of God, on the strength of the decision I made that day, that I will not be a casualty of the system. Take note, this is not motivational talk. She, I'm explaining how it happened. Motivational talk is, I carry one leaf star restaurant. Now I'm a multi-billionaire. It's not leaf, I sweat like say tomorrow no day. See, when I was making the money, I was working like I was not making it. We still put in, if you know his schedule is deadly. If you walk around him and you don't have it, you will fall sick. That's how he works. And you saw the Oracle office. Now, persuade they struggle with that. No. But it's an ethic. We are planning to put something that nations will come to. By the grace of God now, a particular company, my last trip, a particular company sponsored me to Malaysia. 2 flights, 24 hours in the plane. To go and rest and come back. Do you know how much they spent for that trip? They spent over 15 million. They sent 200 of us from over 20 countries. They said, just go and rest for 7 days and come back. You have been working. Went there, our hotel was $800 per night. Champagne was waiting. I know they drink, not the problem. Champagne was waiting. When you get there, everything was there. Cars to take you everywhere you want to go. Met with people. White people were, sir. And I'm introducing you to your future self. That is you in the future. But if you've not made the decision, it starts today. Tell yourself, it will not be hard. He attended a seminar in 2010. Everybody's life is tied to one seminar or the other. I don't know why. This can be your own seminar. So that 5 years from now, 3 years from now, you are on this stage and you are saying, I was also here. But this blue roof, the way they don't do today, I don't know. I was also in a seminar and I had it. So, last thing I'm saying before I go down is this. When you decide, you have to take action. Billionaires know they hear. See. I was talking with my friend before I came. I just got an invitation from the government of Oyo State to come and train their youths on digital skills. Let me ask you a question. Is it because they like me? Is it they love me, that's why? No, sir. If I did not decide 7-8 years back, even me now the governor of our state go, they call somebody, may they can't train me. I decided, I took a step. It was not comfortable. ZARIA is the worst place if you want to learn something. See, tell yourself, ZARIA will not happen to me. I will happen to ZARIA. It's a powerful, let ZARIA not happen to you. Have you seen somebody ZARIA happen to? When he should be changing nations, he's still taking burkutu somewhere, playing. He's following one girl after anything that passed with skirt. That's his interest. ZARIA is happening to him. But you must decide. And when you decide, take action. We have a lot of people that decide, no action. You relax. God go help us one day. We self, we go make him. I go blow. See, you no go feel blow except you be suicide bomber. If you sit one place, sitting one place is your enemy. You take steps. When you have grown to a level, God will give you men like this so that they help your journey. And when they help your journey, you come to a place where they help you, and then you still have to subscribe to higher information so that you keep going. Every day I'm paying for higher things. Now, I pay for courses, 500,000, 1 million. Teach me something. Because I'm paying for secrets, and secrets run this world. If you know what our CEO knows, you too, you go get FX Oracle here. Did you hear what I said? The difference is knowledge. And knowledge is you subscribe to it by some means or the other. So, as I leave your face this afternoon, I didn't come here. I'm not interested in blowing horns. Even what I said is, it's the fund. By the grace of God, what we've seen, to me, is seed money. It's not the kind of money I'm talking. I want to. It's billions per week. That is the goal. Not just for money's sake, so that you can change lives. By the grace of God, last program I came for, I had a couple of people that came. They couldn't pay school fees, widows, and all of that. They are on my scholarship now. Can I do that if I didn't decide that this country will not happen to me? It's not just ZARIA that should not happen to you. This country too is happening to people. And you must decide. If you see information like this, lose the ZARIA mentality. Lose the small space mentality. And pursue like your life depends on it. Because one day, that decision you took, the action you took, and the knowledge you gained, and the mentors you follow who know road, will be responsible for you touching the nations eventually. And somebody will say, my life is changed because I came in contact with you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause to our guest speaker, Mr. Emmanuel. What an impactful section we've had. Are you guys happy to be here today? I can't hear you. All right, moving on to the next section. Our next speaker that will be coming up, Mr. Emmanuel, one of the best traders we have in FX Oracle. Join me as we make welcome to Mr. Emmanuel.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm super excited to be here today. My name is Okonkwo Emmanuel. I'm an architect and I'm popularly known as Architect Trader. Okay? I want to share with you my story, and I believe it will be a redefining moment for some of you here. Okay? Like some of you, 2015, I was opportune to do my industrial training in Abuja. And prior to that time, I was looking forward to experiencing the outside world. I want to start making money. But 2015, when I got that IT experience, I was earning 20,000 naira. All right, as humble as that salary was at that time, what really changed my life was when I got to know the salary of those ahead of me. Now, you need to clearly define early in life what you want. You need to ask yourself the kind of lifestyle you want for yourself. Okay? Okay. And you need to clearly define the kind of lifestyle you want early for yourself. So I found out that those higher than me in my workplace, they were being paid 35 to 75,000 naira. So I went back home that day and I was asking myself, is this what awaits you after school? For so many of you, your parents have spent so much training you and they are expecting that within a very short time, you will in turn come back to help them. But it's frustrating when at their old age, they are still trying to ensure that you become somebody. All right? Like previous speakers have said, Mr. Emmanuel shared his experience with us. You need to ask yourself, what awaits me after school? Saim Jayos has stressed the fact that there are no jobs. That's the truth. There are no jobs. There is nothing waiting for you. You need to sit down and bet your own future. You need to tell yourself that what path do I need to take that will change my story? All right, for me, I found out early in life that forex gives me an opportunity not just to make money. If it's about money, you're missing the goal. Coming here today, beyond the place of money, we are here to make impact. All right? I know some of you, you're just looking at the money in forex, but forex gives you all right, I'm just saying all this so that they can get the slide ready. And forex gives you an opportunity not just to make money, that you can help someone. I want to believe that beyond your willingness to be a successful trader in forex, some of you will become answered prayers to your family. That you can become that trader that can help your family. Okay? Now, trade with ArchiTrader. What is trade with ArchiTrader all about? For us as a company, we want to help so many of you. So trade with ArchiTrader is an extension of the company's company where you have access to trade with ArchiTrader. All right, it's a communal setting where you can trade with us. We can guide you and ensure you become a profitable trader. All right, now these are some of the results from our community. This account is a $500 account and trading with 0.02 lots. It has made $169 profits and is gradually growing. Now the goal here is to ensure you all become a consistent, profitable trader. All right? If you're looking for ways to flip an account, this is not for you. But if you want to build a sustainable trading lifestyle, you can connect with us. All right, next slide. Now this is a withdrawal from ProfFirm. The CEO is going to be telling you more about ProfFirm. For those who don't know about ProfFirm, he's going to be showing you about ProfFirms. Next. Now this is a community trading. To make things easier, we know that most of you here are students. You might not have time to subscribe to signals. How many of us have actually taken signals from Telegram group, WhatsApp group? Let me see your hands. Okay, we have quite a number of them. Now the challenge with that is you might be sleeping when a signal is dropped. Am I correct? Because something happened. Imagine a trader tells you, okay, close 1 a.m. and you are sleeping. Does he expect you to be awake that time? So what we've done as a company is to automate this process. So we have a tech that instead of you to manually follow the signal, a tech can replicate it on your account. So while you are in your lecture room, while you're having exam, this tech does the work for you. You don't really have to manually enter trade. Is that amazing? Is that amazing? So that's what we've done as a company. We want to simplify this process for you. Okay? Now these are just some testimonials from the group. Next. Just to show you that it's an open group where you have access to signal, you have access to training. You can. Okay, now for those. Okay, sorry about that. Now for those who would like to take signal, you can connect to this group. It's an open group. You just send me a message via WhatsApp and you join a community trading where we drop signals. You don't have to fund your live account. For those who might not have that fund right now, you can just start with a demo account and we will guide you. Is it coming up? Okay, and we are going to guide you and ease your journey. Now, I want you to understand something. I believe everyone here, you want to become a profitable trader. Am I right? Now, beyond the willingness to become profitable trader, you need to obey certain principles. Willingness to graduate with first class will not automatically make you a first class student. Am I correct? You need to burn the night candles. You need to adhere to instructions. You need to ensure that you attend lectures. Now, the forex industry is not left out. The fact that everyone here is willing to become a profitable trader, you need to ensure you take action. All right? Other speakers are going to be coming up. They're going to be showing you things. They're going to be telling you more. If you do not take action, you will leave this all willing to succeed without succeeding. For me, that question I asked myself many years ago, is this what awaits you after school, was a redefining moment for me. I want to believe this conference could be a redefining moment for someone here. That your trading journey and career starts today. And as a company, We are willing and ready to guide you. All right? So, without wasting much of your time, I'm going to call my number for those who want to join my community trading. Okay? 070 1888 6273. Call it again. 070 1888 6273. Now, it's going to amaze you to know that my forex journey started by a lady giving me an invitation into forex. Much for your time.
Enjoying yourself? Are you getting value? Are you getting value? So quickly, I'll be bringing up the next speaker. He's one of our guests that came in all the way from the city of Jos. He's a voice there. He's the convener and the CEO of the Young Rich Rulers. So bringing up next. All right. So bringing up on stage the CEO of the Young Rich Rulers, all the way from the
semi-final students. And at that point, I did that I was reading. I looked for one of the best in the world was the person, and today is about 5 years. I can tell you that I am 20 times my course what it is, and it is what Emmanuel shared with you information, because this to the degree that I want it at the time, that I want it at the time, energy, and peace of mind, because that is what is about. Financial ability to afford what you want to the degree that you want it, and then you desire that stuff and still have the time, the energy, and the peace of mind to enjoy it. So the question was that, is this vehicle to get to financial? Please help me answer. Studying that. Them now. Right. I'm not asking anybody to leave school. Mathematics. The person is a PhD holder. Very good. You see, has the ability to change your life forever. Every result has a price. Every result has what? The price you are paying is not for the results you reach. The price you are paying is so that you become free and free. The man who introduced the 5 systems,
the man by the name Henry was the guy who introduced the 85 filing system. I hope you know that guy was not an employee. The person who introduced the system himself was never an employee. He was an inventor, one of the best inventors we had. He invented a system so that he can employ intellectuals to come and help him achieve his dream. So what makes you think that going to school to study the course you are studying, very, very good, because there are 3 levels of education. The first is called scholastic education, the education that teaches you how to read, write, and do basic arithmetic. In my opinion, is the only education anybody truly needs. The second level of education is called professional education. Is the education that teaches you to become an employee. Is the education that subjects you to a system that teaches you about the tree when they can teach you about the forest. A simple logical thinking. Why do you think they never teach you in school how to own a medical facility? There is no course like that in your entire curriculum. They don't teach you how to build schools if you are studying education. How to build and own schools. They don't teach you how to build and own a medical facility. They teach you what we call medical laboratory ethics. How to do the job. That's what they are teaching you. Is that true? Is that true? Then the last level of education is called financial education. Sadly enough, it is very deficient in our time. Not just in Nigeria, even in US. The middle class is suffering from the deficiency of knowledge. And remember, I told you that the gap between poverty and riches is called what? Knowledge. You can't just live life by chance and think that you are going to wake up one morning being able to afford everything. You are joking. Everybody must take the issues of financial education very serious, including yourself. Nobody is too small to learn about money. Why do you think they never teach a child how to spend? Right from a tender age 2, age 3, you can give a child 5 naira, go and buy sweet. but they are not teaching him how to sell something. They tell you you are too young to sell. Is that true? Some of us, they told us you should not be doing business until you finish university. That's an irony, and it's the reason why many people will be poor. I end like this. You see, knowledge is is made up of 3 words. The word know, plus the word L, plus the word edge. Have you ever looked at it like that? That's what knowledge is. That's what forms knowledge. The word know plus what? L plus what? Edge. So let me explain. The word know means to have light. In the original Greek, it means light. Light means to be enlightened. Enlightenment comes from gaining information. So when you learn about something, that's the word L. When you learn about something, you become informed. When information comes inside of you enough, it produces what we call enlightenment. When you are enlightened about something, it becomes an edge. It gives you an edge. An edge is an advantage you have over others. The reason why many people will not make money is because they don't know something. You see, my dear CEO, my dear Mr. Emmanuel, he's also the CEO of FX Automation, right? You see these guys calling numbers? I can tell you for free, the reason why they can surmount that kind of money is because they know something you don't know. I live my daily life. Every week I spend about 100,000 naira on my car. And almost every day I spend about 20,000 naira if I don't spend on a daily basis. Do that maths. 100 times 4. 400,000 naira on fuel to fuel my Mercedes outside. Then if you do 20,000 naira per day and do it multiplied by 30, how much is that? How much is that? 600,000, right? So when you put up these two, just these two for myself, how much am I spending? 1 million naira every single month. Where do you think I'm getting the money from? Somebody is paying me to work for him? I'm asking you. It is because I made that decision about 5 years ago. The decision that I would rather sacrifice 3 to 5 years of pain and secure 50 years of freedom. That's what most of you don't want to do. Sitting to learn. 3 to 5 years of learning. So that you can have 50 years of freedom. Most of you are rather playing now, but you will pay the price later. Thank you so much. Listen to me. Most people will not succeed because they don't have a strong reason for success. One of the reasons why we do things like this, so that tomorrow when he stands here and he speaks, 100 people here who are also millionaires. Chance, I need help. I can quickly say, guys, where are you people? And I have like 100 people who can support me. I hope you know that. If you are the only one successful in your family, it is called failure. It is called what? Please give CEO a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bala. Up next, is the slide ready? Our next guest speaker, my teacher, my coach. I came into this company not knowing anything about forex market, but here is this young man that taught me everything I need to know about becoming a profitable trader. Just a short story. I remember when he was still teaching me, I opened a demo account, $500 account. So he put the lot size 0.01, say, favor, trade it 0.01. And I say, but this is not moving fast. I don't have that time. I don't have patience to wait for this. And now change it to 5.1. Within 2 seconds, I can't see anything again. The account blown. And I don't even understand anything. I took my laptop to him. I say, sir, what's going on? I can't see any balance. He said, favor, you've blown the account now. So that was just my experience. But then here is a man that taught me everything I need to know about becoming a forex trader. And my lecturer, my coach, Mr. Dandala.
Born to battle poverty and remain resilient and determined in this quest. A former lecturer, now a consistent profitable forex trader and a good risk Dan Dollar is a purposeful and focused individual who has a personal beef with poverty. He has found forex trading to be the best weapon to battle poverty and remain resilient and determined in this quest. A former lecturer, now a consistent, profitable forex trader, and a good
Hello, Zaria.
About 4 years.
Hello, Zaria.
Ladies and
I am
gentlemen,
super happy to be in your
applause.
presence this afternoon. I am super excited. I've been hearing so much about Zaria, and it is actually a privilege and a very big honor to be in your presence this very afternoon. I do not take this for granted, believe me. Please put your hands together for yourself. I actually want you guys to know the reason why we are putting up a kind of session like around in the internet, especially in the forex trading industry. It is not LD at all. So there is a saying that if you are a good person and you feel the things that are going around in the world is not good enough, and you are sitting down and you do not have a say to that particular situation. It's just like an example: you are expected to vote and you don't have a voter's card, and you are complaining about bad government. Whether they are going to count your vote or not, that is a different case scenario. But your exercise in going out to place your vote is a part that you have to fulfill. So that is the reason why FS Oracle is here, so that we can be able to wash your brain away from those unhealthy things that are going on in the industry, flipping accounts, inconsistency, giving you all the terrible lies that you can ever hear in the industry. Now, I really want to ask this question. Do you think it is possible to be profitable in the forex market? Do you think you can make money consistently trading? Somebody came to the office in the White House in Guarimpa sometimes few months ago. Then he asked me, do people actually withdraw? Do people make profit from trading the forex market? He told me he has been trading for 2 years and he has never withdrawn. He has only been depositing. He was actually a very cheerful giver to the market. So at that point in time, I realized that a lot of people are actually in this shoe. So what I want to do to you this afternoon is that I want to give you a demystification of the forex industry. I want to demystify the forex industry for you so that you can be able to understand that the forex industry is actually a profession. It is not a side hustle. It's not something you can gamble. A lot of people can't differentiate between gambling and forex trading. Fine, you can gamble in the forex trading industry, but you can actually take it as a profession. Take forex trading as a profession. I can remember when I first heard about forex trading, I went to my very good friend here and brother, Mr. T.Y. Billion. Do you know what I said to him? I said, we are going to be very, very rich. I just heard about forex trading just like a day or two, and I went to him, I said, we are going to be very rich. I went to my mom. I told her that I am going to be so rich that the people will feel I have done money ritual. Then I told her, she was about to dig a borehole in our house, and I told her that she should give me the money for the borehole, that I will trade it and I will double the money and give her more than she's expecting. I'm actually good at convincing people actually, so I was able to convince her. She's a very strong woman, but I succeeded in convincing her. So she gave me this money, and in 2 days I donated. Now I could not come back to tell her what has happened, but I went to source for the money God knows where. So at that point in time, I realized that one thing I realized, there's something the forex market does for you. The moment you start trading, probably you fund a life account. You take your first trade, you are likely to make profit, true or yes? At that point that you have made that profit, you think that that is the way it's going to be forever. And the truth of the matter is, you don't have the proper knowledge to actually take that decision that you are making. So at that point in time, I have realized that if you do not learn, when I started trading and I made the first profit, I realized that it is actually possible. So the fact that I lost that money I was not bothered about that. What I was bothered about that I actually made this profit and I withdrew it. There's one of my best strategy in trading is withdrawal. I know how to withdraw very well. So if I make a little amount, I will withdraw. Let me have a taste. Do you know there's a way you eat forex money? It feels different from any other profit from anywhere you have made. It's the kind of a spiritual feeling you get. So I always know how to withdraw. So the moment I withdrew that funds, I realized that forex trading is real. And I told myself there is a secret I do not know in this industry, and I have to keep seeking for that thing. I have to keep seeking. Now I must gladly tell you that I have never studied in my life the way I studied forex. I was very good in school. I was a student leader and all. In fact, I would stay up night in class. In the morning, I would brush my teeth in the school, come back to class, write exam. I was reading, I read diligently. But I have never read and studied in my life the way I studied forex. But the funny thing is, I still did not get it. I was losing and losing. In fact, a day came. The moment I lost the money I had in my room, I slept and I started crying. Only me. I woke up again. I continued. I went to look for the next money I was going to fund. Now, the issue with that was that I had no proper knowledge. Now, the speaker, Mr. Emmanuel, that said, the CEO of Precision Trading, he said something. He said, on your journey, you will meet a man. Now, I must gladly tell you, I met a man. And the man you are looking at in this banner here, I call him the Oracle. For the purpose of this session, I'm going to be calling him the Oracle, not Sir M.J. Young. I met the Oracle, and along the line, I found out something, that everything at night, everything was a lie. I will make money today. I have lost it tomorrow. Make it today. I was depressed. I was a sadist at that point. Because I was losing, losing. And the truth of the matter is, I am a very persistent person, such that had it been I have not found what was working in trading, and I am in trading for the next 10 years, I will still not leave. So what would have happened to me was that for 10 years I will be miserable, frustrated, and God knows what. That might be the situation of some of you here. You might keep on trying, but the truth is, you need proper guidance. You need proper knowledge, just like the other speakers have spoken. If we needed to get money from other events, we would have gone to the places where the money really is. But we are here for impact. We are here to make sure that people can actually see trading as a profession. We all went to school, we graduated. In fact, the day I wrote my last paper, I called my sister. I told her that, what will I do with my life? Because I knew that the world was not smiling. Now, I must gladly tell you that day before yesterday or so, I sent some money to my mom. And immediately I called her, I said, I've sent money. And the excitement I had in her voice was a fulfillment to me. The fact that I can be able to send money back home. Now, I think few years back, I lost my dad in a very ghastly motor accident. And I told myself, if I had money for this man to take flights, probably he wouldn't have died. So at that point in time, I knew that, I told my mom, I said, you will never go through the road by traveling again. That if it means that whatever traveling you are going to, you must go by flight. If there's no flight, you are not going. Because at that point in time, I realized that what your finance can, there are so many ills that settling your finance can do to you. So the reason why I am up here, like I have said, is to demystify forex trading for you. Now, I am here to talk to you about Trade with Dandola. Trade with Dandola. It is one of the company's products that we are. I am one of the staff of FX Oracle AI Global. I am super glad, and I'm announcing to the whole world right now that I am super glad that I met Sir M.J. Young, and he has changed that journey around for me. So I am here gladly and confidently telling you that I pride myself more in risk management. I love to be in the game for a longer time, not for the shorter time. Somebody that was in my community sometimes few months ago, he had a Profem account. Remember, they were talking to you guys about a Profem account. $25,000 Profem account. Remember, it is not a live fund that you just have. It's a Profem account. Sir M.J. Young will do justice to that later on. He has a Profem account, and in the first month, he withdrew $200. The second month, he withdrew $150. Then he told me that, is there a way we can increase this thing so that we can make more money? Because in his mind, I'm trading at $25,000. And I told him, he told me that he borrowed the money, and before he could pay back, and all the stories he told me. Then I said to him, if you are likely to blow your accounts, the problem that you are trying to solve will still be there. The money that you borrow, you have to go and look for another place to pay back. And all your problems will still be facing you right in your front, and you have still not solved the problem, and the hope that you have to solve that problem is gone. So I pride myself more in risk management. It is better to stay longer in the game than just to make one bunch of money that you are not proud of that you can make the next time. So like I said in the last Abuja Profitable Traders Conference, I said the worst thing that can happen to us in FX Oracle is less profits, not a drawdown. Traders, do you understand what a film trick to you? They might look that they are not possible, but the truth is you have fed yourself with so much unreasonable knowledge that have been passed on from generation to generation, and you keep passing on that frustration over and over again. You need the real thing. You need the proper knowledge and the proper guidance so that you can be able to succeed in the forex market. So I'm super glad to tell you that in Trade with Dandola, Thank you very much. I never knew my slide was available. So we are talking about trade with Dandola. Trade with Dandola is a community of forex trading. A community of forex trading. Now remember the story I told you about me blowing an account and crying alone in my room. Now there is something a community does to you. A community of the first one. I say why trade with a community? Because of discipline. You must be aware that it is not so easy to be disciplined. As much as you think discipline is easy, discipline is not that easy in the whole world. So what now happens is that I have come to find out that discipline can actually work if there is accountability. If you know that if you make this mistake, that people are there. If the moment you imagine in the signal group, in the community rather, everybody is in a trade and everybody is following the rules and regulations that have been set aside, and you alone have done something else that is out of the book. Now you will agree with me that it will be a shame for you to now come back in the same group where everybody are sharing a particular result and you are the only one with a different result. Now that is what a community can do to you. It helps you to maintain discipline and also helps you to maintain accountability. The moment you know that you are doing something beyond what others are doing, then you have to stay put to what is happening in the forex industry, in the community. If there's anything that will make you profitable in the industry, is to maintain strict discipline, follow the rules that you set. The day you break your rules, that is the beginning of your problem. So the next thing, please, the next slide. I've spoken about accountability. What's the next one? I've spoken about like minds. When you have the like minds of people in the same community with you, doing the same thing that you are doing, expecting the same results that you are expecting. If I had a group of traders I was with, when I lost that account I lost, I wouldn't sit down and cry, because I will be able to know that, okay, there are people of like minds and we can be able to rub minds together and do stuffs. Now, if there's anything, again, that Trade with Dandola community can offer you is growth. If there's one thing we do in the community is that we help you to manage trades. So it's a different ball game to enter a trade. It's a different ball game to manage the trade. It's a different ball game to exit the trade. When I was serving, I was going for CDS. Then I entered a trade. I subscribed for one of those signals group. I won't call the name of the person. It's a popular person. I subscribed for one of those signals group. I entered a trade. The signal was called. I entered the trade. While I was in the keke going to CDS, I was seeing $40 profits. The moment I dropped down from the keke, I saw minus $150. I was like, what happened? How can the market move so fast? Then I realized that there was something called fundamental analysis. Now, at this point in time, what I had was gone within 1 second. So at that point in time, you have to now realize that how to manage trade is very efficient. You might find out that you are doing things over and over again, you don't have results. It is very frustrating. Believe me, we have been there. It is very frustrating. That's why we are preaching this good news to you. So how to manage a trade is part of what we do. Manage a trade, you will be able to get used to market conditions. By getting used to market conditions, you will now be able to beat emotions. Now, I must tell you this. People talk about psychology. Sorry, I'm wasting your time. I will be off soon. People talk about psychology, how to master psychology. But the truth is, can you really master psychology? The money you funded, you know how you got it. So there is no how your emotions will not be attached. So how to actually beat psychology is to have a proper risk management. With a proper risk management comes planning. And with planning, the moment you are entering into the forex industry, you know you are entering into a risk profession. And what happens when you are aware of risks? The next thing you think of is risk management. How to get out of a chaos. You know you are entering a trade, but you prepare yourself. What if there is a chaos? How do I manage it? That is how to be a consistent, profitable trader. So that is what we do in this community. And I am glad to tell you that we'll be having, I would like to see your faces. I would like to hear from you, and I would love to see you in that community. It gives me joy. I'm a very sincere person. The moment she came up here and she said all those things, I felt fulfilled to some extent, because I felt, okay, somebody actually can say nice things about me. So it gives me so much encouragement. And I would love to see that, to hear that from you also. Money is not everything. For me, integrity is. For me, if I can walk past you and you can smile, and my own point of fulfillment. See you in the community. If you would like to join this community, I actually have a barcode. Please give me the last slide. I don't know if it's visible, but if it's not visible, 070. If you are not Nigerian, +234 49. Thank you very much. I remain my humble self, Mr. Dandola. It was glad to have you today. Thank you.
Hello. So are you excited you are here this evening, this afternoon? I hope you are getting value for your time. You know, when we started, I told you something. I said, if there is one thing I'm sure will happen today, you are going to be like you are being equipped. Do you feel like you are being equipped? Please give a round of applause to all our speakers. You can do that better. You can even do that with a standing ovation. You can do that with a standing ovation. Keep clapping. They have done excellently. They have equipped us with so much knowledge. So I hope you are ready for the raffle draw. You know there is raffle draw, right? So if you are praying, still continue praying. If you are praying, still continue praying. So lastly, to crown the whole event, no other person but Sir MJ Young.
No matter how good your strategy is, it will fail. It's money management that will keep you. Most of you traders, you are not patient. You gathered your $100. We know this is your.
No, don't worry. Go ahead.
Your life. You and I know that anything that separates you from this money is separating you from destiny. You. Then you now carried it and you say today. Carry one.
These guys. Don't worry, calm down. I will not be offended today. You know, when I charge like that, that's where we get to. Engineer will say I should get angry a little. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are we happy? We are coming to the end of this meeting. This is going to be technically the last section, and I want you to pay attention. And after that, the next thing you are going through is raffle draw. Am I correct? Okay. So that means if you miss anything, don't miss this. When the CEO of Precision Automation was talking, Mr. Emmanuel, did you enjoy that section? See, if that section did not change you, forget it. Even say change it will not change you. APC will not change you. That is change. If that section did not change you, it was powerful, it was loaded. That's not motivation. That's a real life story. Every one of us have our story connected to a man. It's arrogance and pride to ignore the men that are responsible for the success of your journey. That's why many of us don't go far. Africa is the most arrogant continent of the world. That's why they coin out self-made. Nobody is self-made. It's not like self-made millionaires. Somebody somewhere must assist you. Am I correct? So maybe you have problem with the person, you throw that history. That's how African behave. Have you ever written a project? Some of you that are graduates, if you have not, you should have done research methodology at certain level before you graduate. You cannot graduate if it doesn't have a reference. Why do they have reference? Africa hate to reference people. Am I correct? Say, why will I reference that person? No. Sir, you are an amazing man. Let me tell you, if truly you want to know what it means for somebody to be hardworking, see and there, this one a hard work. I used to tell him that, that was early this month, he was in Ghana. So we were talking, and I told him, now say, boss, I'm tired. CEO that doesn't rest will be late to rest. That's what I told him. So few days ago I was complaining. He now quoted it again. He now told me, say, boss, CEO that doesn't rest will be late to rest. Let me tell you something. We are hard workers. There is no soft copy to success. Every success is the result of a hard copy called hard work. Forget what you see on Instagram. Forget what you see on YouTube. I'm telling you, they are influencers. I will speak about something very powerful. Take your biro, take your pen. Then, if you're a forex trader here, I'm going to be giving a login, because this is the most interesting part of our section, where I give a login of accounts that is being traded for at least some months plus withdrawals. Forex traders, you know what investors password is, right? You don't go to any conference and they give you that. Am I correct? Here we are going to give. It's unfortunate that a lot of things are not in place, but this is powerful. Here we will give it to you. You go back, sit down, check, analyze. It's live account. It's Profem account. And if you are doing the training, they will give you more. When you are succeeding, you should not be afraid of being criticized and being evaluated. Not that you turn $100 to $10,000 and you did it. Wait. Let me ask you a question. How come somebody has spent 30 years in the industry and we say, give us 3-month account? He said only 1 month, he no get. And it's 30 years where? In the industry. No, there should be a track record. Am I correct? Am I correct? Now, if you know what a Profem is, it is the hardest. Anybody who can trade a Profem can trade anything. Do you agree with me, traders? Because Profem have rules, strict drawdown, and discipline. So, I'm going to be dividing this section. Mr. Bala, thank you so much. Young Rich Ruler, thank you so much. Dan Dollar and Mr. Emmanuel Okonko, these guys are on fire. Thank you so much. They have made my journey easy. Mr. Emmanuel has made my journey very easy. Very, very easy. You can't believe it. And most of you here, you have made it very easy. So follow me. And by the way, people used to argue online about me. You know the argument? They ask whether it's an apostle or not. I am an apostle. It's settled. Let it go live. Do you agree with me? So don't go back and be arguing, is the guy an apostle or not? I am. There's no argument to that. You didn't train me. You didn't even pay my school fees. So calm down. And then we will train you for what to do. So I'm going to be taking a very little section. I will connect it to what Mr. Emmanuel said. And I'm going to tell you this for free. There are 3 sets to profitable trading. XET, there are 3 sets. I'm still going to give, engineer, can I give you this to check? Please, so that you are putting it, don't let it go off, right? This, okay? Let him type this and this. Then this is the server. Please don't let it go off. Engineer, let them do it. So if you are a trader, don't be carried away. They want to show it. So you just log in. If I need to teach you how to log in into MT4, you are not a trader. Am I correct? So you that is JJC, don't worry. You'll be a professional. Do you know you that have not started forex, you are better than these guys? An oracle say something, you are murmuring. Look at you. Look at you. Calm down. You see these guys, their problem is more than Ukraine and Russia problem. I will tell you, calm down now. Calm down. This is how you talk and fail in school. Calm down. Your lecturer was talking, you didn't calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. Listen. Worse than ignorance is an unguided pursuit for anything. Most of us who had bad foundation, our journey became prolonged because we had already took in the wrong knowledge before we met the right one. So our problem became unlearning, no longer learning. Do you agree with me? So most of them right now, they will still argue with proofs. I'm telling you the fact. But you that have not, you are innocent. It means if they tell you A plus B is equal to, no, if they tell you 1 plus 1 is equal to 10, you will not argue because you have not entered school. Imagine you at this age in university, we say 1 plus 1 is equal to 10. Will you agree? You will argue it until they change it all over the world. But if you give birth to a new baby now, and they have not taught the baby anything, and you say, baby, 1 + 1 is equal to what? 10. And the baby go out there, and then he say 1 + 1, the baby say 10. You say, no, it is 2. The baby say, no, my daddy told me it's 10. That means it is easier to train the baby than the man that has already been exposed to 1 + 1 is equal to what? Equal to 2. What if 1 + 1 is truly not 2 after 5 years from now? You know, yes, is it not somebody that told you 1 + wait, calm down. Was it not somebody that told us 1 + 1 is 2? Look at how you are struggling in your life because of what somebody told us. Most of the books we are reading, I want to repeat it, they are books by dead people. The world is ruled by dead men. Look at how you are killing yourself for what a dead man wrote. Ababio, PNOKK. Those who understand are laughing already. You took the book, you read, you sat down, then they gave you C. You went to your room, you cried your life. Say, am I wasting my time? Where is the man that wrote it? He's dead. He's in